Number 14, Ernie Daly of Worthington, Minnesota. Harrisburg, South Dakota's Jason Bradley on his outside in the 17J. Row 2, Josh Lean in the 7JR from Sioux Falls. And the 15 of Tom Kroc from Luvern next to him. And coming off the back will be Max Scadam in the 77. 8 laps is your distance. We come to the green for heat race number 1 of the Hobby Stocks at the Rock County Fair. Here's that trouble spot getting into turn number 1 where the track is the most slick right now. Jason Bradley's going to lead him. He pushes up the racetrack. Here comes Tom Kroc in the 15 with a big drive. Speaking of a big drive, same story for the 7JR. Josh Lean works to the inside of pole sitter. The 14 of Ernie Daly. Lean up to third. Bradley sideways here in the front straightaway. Nearly collects the field. Everybody getting stacked together as we race back to turn number 1. It's a 5-car battle for the lead as Bradley's somehow able to get it. He slides up the racetrack in turn 2, and the 7JR of Josh Lean will grab the lead into turn 3. Daly a bit off the pace. Bradley works back to Lean's inside off of turn number 4. Lean slides up the racetrack in turn number 1. Bradley going to duck down to the bottom. This is where he's had trouble, and he does again. Slides up the racetrack. Tom Kroc there makes contact, and here comes the 77 of Scadam to the inside. They were 3 wide momentarily. Can Scadam hold it? He slides up, makes contact with the concrete. Kroc is into the 2nd spot. Bradley's running 3rd. Scadam runs 4th. Ernie Daly's taking the 14 to the pit area. Well, it's not pretty, but there's plenty of action here in the opening heat race for the Hobby Stocks. Out front with a commanding lead is Josh Lean in the 7JR. He'll bring it down the front straightaway one more time. Tom Kroc trying to chase him down in that hometown number 15. Kroc looked good there in turn number 1. He'll run the top off of turn number 2. The bottom of turn 2 has been very slick, and that's where Jason Bradley has had all of his trouble. Lean has a little trouble through 3. Gets back on the hammer down the front straightaway, but Kroc is closing in. Lean slides up the racetrack in turn number 1. Now gets the car pointed left. He'll get going down the back straightaway. Scadam with a little trouble in turn 1. Bradley with trouble in turn 2. Lean again bobbles in turn number 3, and Kroc has caught your race leader. Tom Kroc in the 15 gets to the back bumper of Josh Lean. Car sideways on the front straightaway. The 77 of Max Scadam going around, and the yellow's going to come out. And the field coming to a green. So Scadam needs to get going. Green flag about to come out. They'll bunch up, coming to the green. It waves, we're back underway. Green-white checker, 2 laps to go. Lean spins the tires on the start. Kroc's gonna look to the outside, and he's got the lead. Now in turn number 2. New race leader, Tom Kroc from Luvern in the 15. Lean now in position number 2. Jason Bradley still 3rd. Max Scadam in the 4th spot. White flag coming out, showing the field 1 lap to go. Final set of turns. Kroc gets the car sideways. Lean not going to capitalize. Tom Kroc gets the win in heat race number 1. Josh Lean in the 7JR will finish in 2nd. 3rd place, 17J of Jason Bradley. In 4th place going to Max Scadam in car number 77. You can see a little bit of front end damage to the front end of the 28 of Terry Larson. Starting inside the 2nd row. All 8 laps remain on this one. Heat race number 2 comes to the green. Much better start this time, and we're underway. Weidert pushes up the racetrack, and that's going to collect 3 cars over there. One of them getting away. The yellow comes out. Weidert up against the concrete, and the 52 of Trevor Kroc there with him. They'll both find reverse. And we come to the green in turn 4. 3rd time's the charm to get heat race number 2 for the Hobby Stocks underway. Connell getting a little howdy-do to the rear bumper from the 52 of Kroc, but out front will be the 28, Terry Larson. Larson leads him into turn number 3. Nose cone flapping in the wind. Connell looking to his inside, side by side for the lead. Coming to the stripe, it's Larson leading lap number 1. Connell works the bottom, catches that moisture, slips up the racetrack. The 52 of Trevor Kroc now into the second spot. Connell runs third. Bradley and Weidert the rest of the running order. Connell all sorts of sideways in turn number 4 as the 52 of Kroc pressuring the 28 of Larson for the lead with 6 to go. They hook bumpers as Connell slams into the concrete in turn number 1. And the yellow's going to come out for that. So the yellow is out. He'll be followed to the green by the 52 of Trevor Kroc, the 22W of Michael Weidert, and the 20B of Josh Bradley. Green flag waves were underway. Bradley takes a look to the inside of Weidert as Kroc works over Larson. Here comes Weidert to the inside of Kroc looking for second. Kroc stronger off of turn number 2, and now Bradley takes a look to the outside of Weidert. Through 3 and 4 they go. Larson holding that bottom line well through that corner, and he'll lead with 5 to go. Track coming around, lap times getting quicker. Field of 4 remains tightly bunched as they work through turns 3 and 4. Bradley slipping up to the track just a bit. Kroc giving a little bump draft to the 28 of Larson as they come off of turn number 4. Larson a little bit loose off of turn number 2. Kroc going to drive it in deep on the top of 3 and 4, kicking up the dust. Loses some ground. Weidert now closing in on Kroc for that second spot. Trevor Kroc may very well be the fastest car on the racetrack, but he cannot find a good line to get around the 28 of Terry Larson. They will come to the white flag as they go side by side for third, and now side by side for the lead. Kroc to the inside. He'll take over the point as the white flag waves. Larson on the very bottom of the racetrack. Bradley tried to get to his inside. Larson shut the door. Here comes Weidert trying to build the momentum on the top shelf. Those 3 will race for position as the 52 of Trevor Kroc comes to the win. Trevor Kroc gets the win. The 28 of Terry Larson finishes second. Third place to the 22W of Michael Weidert, and fourth to Josh Bradley in the 20B. 6 laps the distance for our one Sportsman heat race tonight. The field's set, ready to go. Dropping the throttles in turn number 4. Tyler Bradley, Marnie DeBoer on row number 1. Logan Fitzpatrick, Andy Wazorek row 2. Nate Rigneris at the tail. Green ready to come out, and we're underway. Marnie DeBoer trying to make that high line work with the 50M. It does, and she leads down the back straightaway with the 94 of Tyler Bradley in second, but here comes the L82. Logan Fitzpatrick works the top. Andy Wazorek works the bottom. 3 cars battling for the second spot. Wazorek and Fitzpatrick now side by side for third, just behind the 94 of Tyler Bradley, who runs second. Wazorek a little sideways off of turn number 2. Logan Fitzpatrick now comfortably into third, now going to work on the 94 of Bradley before they go. Marnie DeBoer continuing to lead, pulling the field off of turn number 2 and down the back chute. Bradley in second, Fitzpatrick third. Wazorek is back to the bumper of the 82 of Fitzpatrick, working on him. Fitzpatrick now goes to the inside of the 94 of Bradley. Logan Fitzpatrick trying the bottom line. Andy Wazorek gets to his bumper, literally. And here comes the 32 of Nate Rigneris, who started 5th, looking to gain a spot. He works to the inside of Wazorek. Off of turn number 4 they come. Wazorek battling back. Naris now in the 4th spot. Wazorik runs 5th. Fitzpatrick is in the 3rd spot. The 94 of Tyler Bradley runs in position 2, but at the white flag, it's Marnie DeBoer, your leader. Fitzpatrick again working to the inside of Bradley. Can't get it done off of turn number 2. Out front, final set of turns. Comfortable lead coming to the win. It's Marnie DeBoer in the 50M. Marnie DeBoer gets the win in the Sportsman Heat Race. The 94 of Tyler Bradley finishes 2nd. 3rd place, L82 Logan Fitzpatrick. 4th place to the 32 of Nate Regneris. And 5th place, the 9 of Andy Wazorik. And coming from the back, the number 14 from Worthington, Minnesota, Ernie Daly. That's the starting lineup. Some bonus money on this one from Doug Bovee on either one of the Crocs to pick up the win. A $100 bonus for them if they can do so. Hobby Stock feature at the Rock County Fair. Your main event going green. Jason Bradley leads. Josh Lean out of shape. Takes Terry Larson up to the concrete, but they continue on. Both drivers losing several positions. Your leader at lap number 1 is a 17J of Jason Bradley. Michael Weidert in the 2nd spot, and up to 3rd is the 52 of Trevor Kroc. Tom Kroc working around the outside of the 77 of Max Scadam for the 4th spot. Now Kroc all sorts of sideways off turn number 4, but collects it up and doesn't lose a spot. Race for the 2nd spot now. Michael Weidert has it, but the 52 of Trevor Kroc all over him. Jason Bradley leads out front in the 17J at lap number 3. Race for the 2nd spot. Here comes Trevor Kroc in the 52. He'll get by the 22W of Weidert, and now in the runner-up spot. Josh Lean makes contact with the outside wall in turn 4, continues on. Weidert now running 3rd, but he's got company from the 15 of Tom Kroc. Here comes a 14 of Ernie Daly on the move as well. Daly started at the back of the field and is in the top 5. Daly trying for another spot. He'll work to the inside of Weidert as Tom Kroc taking over 3rd. Max Scadam with a little trouble. Lost momentum in turn 2, continues on. Jason Bradley leads and a couple of Crocs behind him, trying to chase him down as Ernie Daly goes to the inside of Weidert for the 4th spot. Ernie Daly has things figured out, had trouble earlier tonight, started last in this feature. He's up to the 4th spot at the halfway point in this A-main. Eight laps down, 7 to go as the 20B of Josh Bradley is all over the 77 of Max Scadam. Scadam works the top off of turn number 4. Bradley on the bottom and into the top 5. Things getting a little tighter out front. Trevor Kroc chasing down your race leader. 5 laps to go in the Hobby Stock feature at the Rock County Fair. Jason Bradley's led from the drop of the green, but Trevor Kroc reeling him in. So is Tom and Ernie Daly. About to get interesting out front. Jason Bradley has not left the very bottom of the racetrack. Trevor Kroc has been working it, top and bottom, reeling him in. He's there down the back straightaway. Bradley with the better drive down the back chute, however. Into turn 3 they go. Bradley slips up the racetrack. Trevor right there on his bumper with just a few laps remaining. Trevor to the inside. Jason Bradley fends off the challenge down the back chute, but he knows he has company. He's also about to know they're entering the final lap of the Hobby Stock feature. Trevor Kroc again looks inside Jason Bradley, can't get there yet. Final set of turns. Bradley, Kroc, and Kroc coming to the checkered. And the yellow is out. Yellow is out. Jason Bradley in the 17J brings us to the green. Couple cars getting together in turn number 1. A car going around, and the yellow is going to come out. Yellow is out. See the 7J of Josh Lean is sitting the wrong way in a one-way street down there in turn number 2. So 2 laps to go here at the Rock County Fair. We come back to the restart of this Hobby Stock feature. Pace picks up. We're back to green. Bradley sails it into turn number 1. Trevor Kroc taking a look to his inside. Tom Kroc right behind him. Top 2 make contact. Here comes Tom Kroc around the outside. Trevor's on the bottom. 3 wide for the lead. Heavy contact off of turn number 4, and Trevor Kroc to the lead. Trevor Kroc will lead him off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Final time into turn 3. And the checkered gonna wave. The 52 gets the win. Well, contact, chaos, 3 wide battle, excitement. And it all boils down to the 52 of Trevor Kroc going to the victory lane. A second place finish for the 15 of Tom Kroc. The number 14 of Ernie Daly from last will finish 3rd. And the 20B of Josh Bradley is 4th, and 5th place to the 7JR of Josh Lean. The Sportsman feature ready to go 12 times around the Rock County Speedway with the 94 of Tyler Bradley setting the pace. 50M Marnie DeBoer to his right. L82 Logan Fitzpatrick. 32 Nate Rigneris. 9 Andy Wazorek. 12 times around we come to the green and we're underway. Bradley's going to grab the initial lead in the 94, gets up in front of DeBoer. Here comes L82. Logan Fitzpatrick bouncing his way through turn number 1. Now he's in the 3rd spot down the back straight. Tyler Bradley working through the middle. Fitzpatrick all sorts of sideways, and a tire flying over there. And the yellow is out, and you can tell the trouble is with the L82 of Logan Fitzpatrick. And he's trying to effort that car, but he's only got 3 tires, and one of them missing is the right rear. Nate Rigneris, Andy Wazorek, now row 2 coming to the green. Drivers start to pick up the pace, and we're underway. This time, the front 2 will go into the first turn side by side. DeBoer on the high line, Bradley on the bottom, still side by side for the lead. Down the back chute and into turn number 3. Neither driver giving an inch. And Andy Wazorek's going to look to the inside. Bradley will lead lap number 1. Wazorek now to the inside of DeBoer, side by side for second. DeBoer back around the outside off of turn 2. Here comes Regnerus to the outside of Wazorek for third, and he'll have it into turn 3. DeBoer takes a look to the inside of Bradley. 2 down, 8 to go. Marnie DeBoer looking to the inside of the 94 of Tyler Bradley. DeBoer little loose off of the corner. Here comes Regnerus. Bradley up the racetrack. DeBoer down there on the bottom looking for the lead. Bradley will lead at the line, and now a 3-car tussle. DeBoer on that inside, Regnerus on the high line, both working over your race leader, the 94 of Tyler Bradley. Top 3 cars, 3 different lines off of turn number 4. DeBoer nearly gets into that cone at the very bottom of turn number 1, trying to take a peek to the inside of Bradley. Down the back chute to go. Bradley trying to hold that bottom. DeBoer works lower halfway, 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. Regnerus working to the outside of DeBoer. DeBoer is going to try a different line this time through 3 and 4. She goes up top. Regnerus goes to the bottom. Bradley and DeBoer side by side, or make that DeBoer and Regnerus. Regnerus loses a little momentum off the second turn. Here comes Wazorek to his outside, racing for third down the front straightaway. DeBoer goes to the top in turn number 1. Bradley slides up right in front of her. Now crossover to the bottom goes the 50M. But Tyler Bradley strong into turn 3, continues to lead. DeBoer gets it sideways. She tries to collect it up, going to lose 2 spots. Now Wazorek into the 2nd spot. Regnerus 3rd, and Marnie DeBoer back to 4th. A 5-car length advantage for the 94 of Tyler Bradley as DeBoer gets into the wall, and the yellow's going to come out. Yellow flag coming out. Trouble for Marnie DeBoer trying to make that high line work here late in the Sportsman feature event. You could hear the contact over there in turn 3. And if so, what is their plan to get around your race leader? We're about to find that out. We come to the green, followed by the white and checkered. 2 laps to go in the Sportsman feature. Wazorek's car did not want to come up to speed, and now it's finally up to speed, and he and Regnerus are going to go side by side for the 2nd spot, but Bradley has a nice lead. He comes to the white flag. Final lap of the Sportsman feature getting underway. Down the backstretch into turn 3 for the final time. Regnerus is going to sail it into the final set of turns, but Bradley comes off of the corner and takes the checkered. An exciting end to the Sportsman feature event. Holding on for the win and coming to victory lane will be the 94 of Tyler Bradley. Nate Regnerus gives it his all in that final set of turns. The 32 finishes 2nd. Andy Wazorek 3rd in the 9. Marnie DeBoer 4th in the 50M, and 5th place to the L82 of Logan Fitzpatrick.